Have we got audio? There we go. I think we've got audio. All right, we're back. So you missed the the start of it, but welcome. Manchester United are back playing football, guys. First watch along of the season. Really looking forward to getting into it. Manchester United versus Leeds in Stockholm in Sweden. And yeah, an exciting time for no other reason really than seeing some of our new signings. And we've got two new signings with a third potentially coming. And two of our, I suppose, the two signings we've made so far are in the starting 11, guys. As you can see on the screen, starting 11 is Binder in goal. Back three of Mazraoui, De Ligt and Luke Shaw. Wing-backs then are interesting, both sides. Obviously, Diego Leon starts as the left wing-back, and Ahmad looks like he's going to play in the right wing-back role. And there's been a lot of talk, really, hasn't there, about where Ahmad will play, and a lot of people are saying that he will play that wing-back role. So yeah, it looks like Ruben Amorim is starting as he means to go on. Two number sixes then, Toby Collier and Casemiro. Good to see Toby Collier in the team. Casemiro, obviously, the bit of experience behind him. The two number 10s by the looks of things then, Bruno Fernandes and Matheus Cunha gets his start, which is absolutely fantastic. Really looking forward to seeing him as well. And Chido Obi starts up front, guys, which is, great to see as well. Some of the youth coming through and Chido Obi getting some minutes there as well. There is a large bench as well. We've got, where did I have it? Sorry, I missed, I had it there a minute ago, but I get it back, Fee. Let me see. Can I find it? Yeah, it's a big bench, as you would expect with pre-season games. Let me have a quick look here. On the bench, ladies and gentlemen, we have... on the bench, we've got Heaton, me, Delo, Dorgu, Fredrickson, Heaven, Kukonki, Maguire, Monroe, Yarrow, Jack Fletcher, Kone, Menu, Mount, Ugarte, Highland, Mantato and Williams. So, look, I mean, you'd be expected probably a different team to start the second half than you would the first. Smash a like on the video, guys, if you haven't done so already. Helps the channel out an awful lot. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. We've got Miguel back in the chat there. He says it's good to be back. It absolutely is good to be back. Watching Manchester United play again. The disappointment of last season. And, maybe a few days ago with the Mbeumo deal dragging on before it got announced, there was an awful lot of negativity around. And look, all of a sudden, we get the here we go for Mbeumo, and Manchester United are back then, and they just suck you back in, don't they? Because it's the club that we love, and we look forward to seeing him regardless. So happy days. Desi is in. He says, I thought I wouldn't miss the watch-alongs after last season. I know it's only a friendly, but let's go. New season, new start, and that's what it's got to be. Ruben Amorim is getting his pre-season in with his players. Both old players and new players, and he's looking forward to working and improving on him. And he's going to have to do that. Because it is, we cannot have another season like we did last year. Because if we do, Ruben Amorim will lose his job. It's as simple as that, But let me know how you're doing, guys. Who are you looking forward to see? Obviously, Cunha is back. Sorry, I'm really thirsty. It's actually really warm today. But Cunha is in the starting 11, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing him, obviously, more than anyone else. And he will be linking up with Diego Leon on that left-hand side by the looks of things. So, yeah, really looking forward to seeing how both of them get on. Yeah, but look, pre-season is... I mean, it's one of those... it's one of those things, really, isn't it, with pre-season, where... It's not that the results don't matter, because you want to win every game, but you got to take it all really with a bit of pinch of salt and say, look, it's about getting your fitness levels up. It's about learning the tactics and the formation and what Ruben Amorim wants for you and so on and so forth. And that's what we're going to take out of most of these games. You talk about performances in pre-season and results in pre-season. I remember Louis van Gaal's season. First season in, we were unbeaten, and I think we won every single game in pre-season. And I think, did we go out and get pummeled in the first game or something like that? You know what I mean? So You got to take pre-season results with a pinch of salt, but nonetheless they are very important. And if you can build a bit of momentum and a bit of spirit and a bit of confidence over pre-season by getting 2 or 3 or 4 wins, then absolutely fantastic, and bring that into the start of the campaign with you. Cloud says, can't wait to see Cunha out there today. Absolutely. And Darryl is in as well. Good to see you, pal. Party Pooper is there as well. Adam, happy we're back. Good to be back, lads. Good to be back watching football. I want to just check Man United pre-season games. Let's have a look. When are we playing? May in Asia. That's not us. Sweden. The US tour then. 26th of July, which is this day next week, at 7 p.m. local time. Is that local time? Is that local time? Like, are we going to have another situation where they're in the middle of the night? I don't know. Let's have a look. Trying to figure out. Oh no, that's today. Yeah, we are West Ham Sunday the 27th at midnight. Yeah, then we're Bournemouth at 2:30 in the morning on the 31st. Everton, we could maybe do that one. Sunday the 3rd of August is on at 10 o'clock at night. We might be able to do a watch along for that. And then we've got Fiorentina Saturday the 9th of August at 12:45, so just after midday. Might be able to do one for that as well. I'm not doing the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning watch alongs again. It's just not worth it. I've done it last season. We had sponsors for pre-season last year, so they needed to be done. There's no sponsors for pre-season this year, so we'll do a match reaction the next day and see how we get on. You know, who else have we got in there? Party Boober says, looking forward to seeing Leon. Absolutely. How are we all? Ben is in. Good to see you, pal. 10 minutes delay on the game. Oh, there's a 10-minute delay, right? I haven't really been keeping up to speed on it. 10-minute delay in the game. Okay. We'll get into some of Ruben Amram's comments. He's been speaking pre-match there as well. Buemo should be signed and on the flight to the US tour, says Darryl. Yeah, look, I think I'm sure he will be part of the US tour. To be quite honest with you, I think do we go straight from Sweden to America? I think, or do we travel back? I'm not 100% sure. If we travel back to the UK, then I'm sure he'll be there and be ready to fly out with the squad. If they fly directly, I'm sure he'll meet them there. Hamill says, what's happening? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Mark says, been a while since one of these watch-alongs. It's good to be back. It is good to be back. Thank God. Thank God. Desi says, I'll sponsor you. Get up out of the car at 2 in the morning. No, you're grand, lad. €500 sponsorship if you want me to do... No, I'm not getting out of bed. No way, mate. What was the one I was doing last year? Was it the Arsenal game? Did we play Arsenal? Or was that the season before? I can't remember. Or I think maybe Real Madrid last season. I literally couldn't keep my eyes open. It was 4 in the morning, and I was on stream like that. I just couldn't keep my eyes open. Anyway, Ruben Amram, guys, has been speaking. He's done obviously a pre-match press conference with MUTV. Couple of little snippets of what he has had to say. He says, we must give something to the fans, but our goal is to prepare for the season because these fans want to see United succeed. Absolutely. And, you're getting that balance between, being on pre-season tour and having local fans in the stadium, that might not ever get a chance to see Manchester United play again. And, you've got to get that balance right, Ruben Amram does, between, putting out a strong team and maybe, maybe having a new 11 in the second half and so on and so forth. He says it's good to be back. It's important for us to understand where we are as a team. Of course, we are going to try different things, try to see players in different positions. So there we go. Let me see, can I put it up on the screen? If we can, I will do that. Let me see. No. Can't do it there. Right. Let me see what we can do here. Here we go. Desktop audio. Let's turn it up.
It's always an important time. Ruben, welcome to Stockholm, a beautiful arena for your first game of pre-season.
Yes, it's good to be back. It's important these games for us to understand where we are as a team. Of course, we are going to try different things, try to see players in different position. We are focused on the first game of the season, so we are already playing that game. And to do that, we need to take advantage of any minute of preseason.
We get to see Matheus Cunha for the first time in a Manchester United shirt. What are you hoping to see from him today?
Effort. I need to understand if he's understanding the position. So that is the most important thing, because we have to improve our physical aspect in this moment, and I have to understand if they are understanding the movements of the team. So that's it. Not a big expectation. He doesn't need to think too much. Just he needs to do his job.
And with an injury concern for Andre Onana, a chance for Altai to come in and stake a claim for his place.
Not just Altai, Tom and the other kids that on the squad. So we prove already that you have a chance to play for Manchester United, but you have to deserve it. So it's a normal thing. One is injured, another one will play.
Pre-season is always an important time, not just for the senior first team players, but for the young players as well, to show you what they can bring to this team.
Of course, and they have to prepare the season. You saw it last year. We had some injuries, and then they have the chance to play, but they need to be prepared, because the demands of this club, we need to do so much better than last season, so we have to improve.
And finally, brilliant fans in here already. So many red shirts around. In Stockholm, you can see Man United shirts all over the city. It's wonderful to be here and bring the club to these fans in Scandinavia.
It's really important. I said the same thing on the tour in the end of the last season. We need to give something to these fans, but our focus is not just to give something to the fans, but also to prepare the season. Because what they want is to see Manchester United winning games again. So our focus is on that.
Go on, Ruben. Fair play to you. I hope you could all hear that, guys. Get your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Good words out of Ruben Amram. It's got to be said, absolutely. And look, he's hitting the nail on the head. In fairness to him, what does he want out of Matheus Cunha? He said, "Don't overthink it. Just do your job." But we want goals, don't we? I think it's quite clear from a Manchester United fan perspective, and we're talking about it individually between ourselves. Obviously, Ruben Amram, can't come out and be so direct. But what do you want from Matheus Cunha? I fucking want goals, lads. I want goals more than anything else. So, look, absolutely buzzing to see what Cunha can bring today. Really, really looking forward to it, guys. Great to see so many people in as well, guys. Please do smash a like on that video if you haven't done so already. We've got over 30 people watching and only 8 likes. Take a second, will you please? Do hit that like button for me and hit the subscribe button as well if you're new to the channel. We'll be here throughout the day for the rest of this Manchester United game. And get your thoughts into the chat as well. Let's see, what are we saying here? Mark says, should try do a UFC watch along. You'll be up till 6 in the morning. Absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. What's your thoughts on the Sesko rumour, says Daryl? Well, wished. Wait now. We've just got a huge bit of breaking news by David Ornstein. Huge bit of breaking news by David Ornstein here. I've got to show it to you. Barcelona advancing on a deal to sign Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. Offer via intermediaries, loan plus buy option. Manchester United have agreed, not done, but final stages. Flick approves 27-year-old England international. Huge news. Let me just put that full screen for you, guys. Absolutely massive breaking news here. Barcelona are advancing on a deal to sign Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. It's a loan with a buy option, not an obligation. How interesting is that, really? What does it mean for Manchester United? You know, how beneficial is it for Manchester United? That remains to be seen. Oh, it's interesting. It really is interesting. But huge breaking news nonetheless, guys. We'll leave it on the screen for a few minutes for people to see as they come in. Let me put it over here. Sorry, now, just give me 1 second. I'll change that. There we go. Right, we'll put it there. Barcelona advancing. That's huge news, guys. Huge breaking news from David Ornstein in relation to Marcus Rashford. Let me know your thoughts in the chat, guys. Yeah, what are we thinking? Buy option isn't what we want to hear, says Party Pooper. I know. Well, you want to hope that Marcus Rashford goes and absolutely burns it up over there, wouldn't you? Because, I mean, yeah, it's not ideal having a buy option instead of a buy obligation from, obviously, the selling club. Now, it's absolutely fine. And I think it just goes to show, guys, maybe how desperate Manchester United are to getting Marcus Rashford off the books here. You know, the fact that they're allowing him again for another season to go out on loan without having that obligation to buy is huge. It is really huge. It'll be interesting to see how his salary falls. I would expect, if there's no obligation, I would expect Barcelona to cover a higher percentage of his salary. That's usually how it works. But generally when there's an obligation to buy, they would say, all right, well, look, if we're going to buy him next year, then you take an extra bit of his salary for the year that he's on loan. It's huge. It's huge. Yeah, it's huge. We're going to have to see what happens. But David Ornstein doesn't mess around with his reporting, and it looks like Marcus Rashford will be going to Barcelona. Cloud says, to be honest, it's not looking like we're going to sign many players, so I wouldn't mind keeping Rashford up top. Nah, no way. Bridges are burnt between him and Ruben Amorim, and Ruben Amorim is the boss. He doesn't want Marcus Rashford, and he's entitled. Kadir says, great to see that the gears are starting to turn with the here we go and now this just days apart. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree 100%. And we kind of said that a little bit, didn't we? That it looked like United were kind of going all in for the Mbeumo deal, and that hopefully once that was done, you know, we would see movement on other deals. But you know, the fact that we're getting Marcus Rashford potentially moving on, and you know, I said, and I hope I was wrong as well, but I said that I thought Marcus Rashford would be a Manchester United player when the season kicked off. Hopefully David Ornstein reporting here means that, you know, we will move him on as quickly as possible. But the one thing about it is, we're talking about reinvesting money into the squad. It does mean Marcus Rashford going on loan doesn't give us a significant transfer fee for him this summer. So how is that going to affect us going forward, you know, in terms of buying players? I say the salary will be 60-40, Barca pay the 60, says Mark. Well, you would hope that at least Barcelona would be paying that amount. I think, you know, when you're talking about, again, I go back to what we've said about the obligation to buy is what we would like, but obviously Barcelona want the option. They don't want to overly commit. It's big. Marcus Rashford is going to have to impress over there. Will he impress? That's the thing. I don't know. We as Manchester United fans now, we all need to hope that Marcus Rashford goes to Barcelona and absolutely tears it up in La Liga this season, because we want him to be moved on. And the fact, you know, it can be a double-edged sword, really. If he goes there and does really well, United can demand more money next season. But if he goes there and flops, he's back with us again next season. We've got the same issue, and he's got a year left on his contract. You know, that's the concern. I don't know if he does have a year, maybe 2. I'm not sure. But anyway, he didn't impress much at Villa, says Daryl. He didn't. Absolutely, he didn't. And Mark says, I don't know how he gets in over Rafinha or Lewandowski. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if I can I, like... No, I obviously can't. Anyway. Huge news. Absolutely huge news, guys. Really, really is. And it'll be interesting to see how quickly we move him on. What do Barca see in him, says Party? Well, look, I mean, to be honest with you, look, there is a player there in Marcus Rashford. It has to be said. And we've seen it, we've seen it quite sporadically at Manchester United. We have seen glimpses of what his potential is. And I think maybe a change of scenery, you know, change of country, going to an easier league, I do think it could allow him to progress. And look, I think there is a good chance that he goes there and does really well. I mean, you know, I even say about Ronaldo, you know, look, albeit Ronaldo scored 42 goals in that remarkable season, but would he have got the same numbers in the Premier League as La Liga? He wouldn't have. Now, he would have still scored a fucking shit ton of goals, and he, you know, if he stayed at United, he probably would be United's all-time goal scorer. But you can't tell me that it's easier to score goals in La Liga than it is in the Premier League. That's just not the case. So let's hope he goes there. Let's hope he does well. And let's hope we can move him on for a substantial fee next summer. You know, that's the main aim here. Ben says, merch just ordered, Jack. Little one not eating for a week. I appreciate it, my man. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. We do have merch available, guys. Brand new merch. Let me show you some of the merch available. We've got Roy Keane. Let me get Rashford off the screen here. That's enough of that. We've got Roy Keane. That's your job. We've also got a new one this year is the King, Eric Cantona. And we do have a Mateus Cunha design as well. I don't have the jumper here. It's actually in the wash because I've been wearing it. But I will show you here right now. What is this image? It's nothing. Right, let me put this image up here. Merch. Ooh. Where is it? Where is it? Let me show you. Where are we? There it is. There we go. Now this is just a picture. It's actually, I don't know why it's like that. It's actually coloured in full, so don't worry about that. Maybe I've got a better one somewhere. Have I got a better one somewhere? No. We've got this one as well. We've got Cobby. That's another design that we've got. So yeah, go check it out, guys. Anyway, link is in the description of the video. It's also pinned in the live chat if you want to get your hands on some Mateus Cunha merch. I'm working on an Embuemo one at the moment as well that we should have out hopefully before the end of the start of the season. So go check it out. Obviously, it helps the channel out an awful lot. I do appreciate it. But yeah, we're back and the merch is coming flying out the door. Thanks, Ben. Appreciate the support, my man. Let's see. Cloud says, I think Rafinha's moving to the cam role. It's what I've learned, but not confirmed. That's obviously at Barcelona. And then Rashford coming in on the side is obviously what Barcelona are looking at there. But it's huge news, lads. It's huge news. You know, we put it up on the screen again. David Ornstein, Barcelona advancing on a deal to sign Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. Offer via intermediaries, loan plus buy option, not obligation. United have agreed, not done, but final stages. So he's going to move, and he's going to move fast by the looks of things. If he's at the final stages of it, and again, I go back and say what I said a few minutes ago. You know, the fact that United have agreed to a loan with an option just goes to show how maybe desperate they are, or how willing they are just to move him on. You know, clips of Diego Leon here getting warmed up. Look, I like him, lads. I like him. I've got to say, I really do. I think he's going to be a really good player for us. The mentality. I love just the grit in his eyes. He's just absolutely. He'd remind you of a young Wayne Rooney in terms of his stature and his figure. He's an 18-year-old in a fucking 25-year-old's body. He's absolutely. He's a little tank. That's what I want to see. That's what you like to see. But great to see so many people in, guys. Please do smash a like on the video if you haven't done so already. Take that a second for me if you can. Hit that like button for us. We're going to be here for the entirety of the game against Leeds. It helps out the channel. If you're watching on your phone, just X off the live chat for a second. Hit the thumbs up button for me and jump back into the chat. Hit subscribe as well, guys. Obviously, the number up here changes live. So if you are hitting subscribe, watch it move, I do appreciate it. A couple of new subscribers. And if you are new, guys, jump in and say hello in the chat as well. Very friendly community we have here. So make sure you're jumping in and saying hello. I appreciate it. Mark says he is a great player. It's a pity he didn't turn out at United. Well, look, I mean, it was kind of... Marcus Rashford was at the stage where it was just over at United, wasn't it? There was no kind of coming back from it. I don't know if there was things going on in his personal life, but he just wasn't working. In every sense of the word, he wasn't working hard enough, but he also, it just wasn't working out for him on the pitch. And under Ruben Amorim came in and said, "No, you're not for me, moving you on," and rightly so. And the manager needs to have the control and the power to do that, regardless of the type of player you are within the squad, and the stature that you've got. So yeah. Anyway, great to see so many people in the chat, guys. Everybody watching, I do appreciate it. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Daryl says, "I'd rather if it was a sale or an obligation to buy for Rashford. We need to get the money in if the Sesko rumours are true." Well, yeah, look, I agree absolutely 100%. And I think when we're talking about Rashford moving on, yeah, you've got to take into consideration the money you save if Barcelona are going to be covering a large percentage of his salary as well. And I think that absolutely does play a part here. But look, ultimately, there's no transfer fee coming in for him this summer now. And when we're looking at needing sales to buy more players, Rashford is not going to be one of them players that helps us to do that. And look, I think it's a case where we all have to hope he goes to Barcelona and does well. We really do. So yeah, let's see what happens. It'll be interesting when we find out how much of his salary has been covered by Barcelona. I think that will tell an awful lot. If it's 50-50, then it doesn't really benefit us at all, and I think it's a bad move. But if we're talking about them covering 80% of his salary, then fantastic. And like I said, the fact that there's no obligation to buy generally means that they would cover a larger percentage of the salary. Any news on Garnacho moving, or is it looking like he's staying? No news on direct contact for him, but there are rumours and links of obviously Chelsea and Aston Villa. Obviously, no formal approach has been made by Villa to Manchester United. But again, I mean, inevitably, like we said, a number of times, selling a player of Garnacho's stature, quality and price tag to another Premier League club is never going to happen quickly. So I think United need to find, and I'm sure they are, I'm sure that, the powers that be behind the scenes are, on top of things like this, where they say, can we go out and buy a new goalkeeper, for example, or a new number 9 before we sell Garnacho, because we're confident we eventually will get him gone. That's the kind of, that's the, the line you walk on, and look, ultimately, United need sales. It was made quite clear from early on that United had enough money for 2 signings before sales were required. Now, we're after getting 2 signings, Cunha, and originally it was Delap, but obviously he went to Chelsea. We moved on to Mbeumo, and we've got him. And we've probably spent a little bit more than we expected, because you're talking about Delap potentially for 45, and Mbeumo is after costing us 65. Now, look, it's broken down over 4 installments of 16.25 million each. So does that play a part in United being able to go out then as well? We're promoting the away kit on MUTV at kickoff time. We're desperate. That's what any club would do. It's not just United. You go to Liverpool fan TV or Liverpool TV or Arsenal TV or Chelsea TV, they're all going to be doing the same. That's business. Doesn't get away from the fact that there's still a game on. So, yeah, there you go. Why wouldn't they? And it generates money for the club. I don't see why. I don't understand why people would be upset that Manchester United are trying to sell an away kit to generate money for the club so they can reinvest it and buy players and improve facilities and build a new stadium. I mean, these are all things that are required. It's a pity seeing these players in these situations and leaving because we do know the quality they can bring us on their day. Absolutely. But I mean, there's been higher profile players than Marcus Rashford have to leave Manchester United that have been talented, but it just hasn't worked out. Marcus Rashford won't be the last one either. So there you go. David is in. He says every club, company and brand in the world promotes their stuff every opportunity they get. Absolutely. Subscribe to the United Community channel. There you go. Now, that's free. You know what I mean? But if you want to buy some merch, the link is in the live chat. There you go. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? People who buy merch or become an official channel member or put in a super chat or whatever, support the channel. And it's fantastic. And that always goes in then to new lights or a new camera or new microphones, which cost quite a lot of fucking money. So there you go. You know what I mean? Happy days. Or a subscription to fucking StreamYard that costs $45 a month. All these kind of things, you know what I mean? So get your fucking super chats in, you tight cunts. I'm only messing. Anyway, there's been a 10-minute delay, obviously, guys, from kickoff. So another 5 minutes or so to go. We're watching it on MUTV on stream here. So I don't know. Is it going to be a minute or two behind watching it online, streaming it through? I get MUTV through my membership with Manchester United. But it's obviously not on Sky, which tends to be a little bit quicker. But yeah. Delighted with Mbeumo more or less over the line. Who's next, says David? I think a number 9 has to be next. But look, whoever's next, in my eyes, is whoever's available. If we're going for a certain player, then it doesn't really matter. As long as they're available, then let's go for them. Like, I wouldn't be. You've got to be working on multiple positions and multiple players at the same time. But if an opportunity comes to sign a goalkeeper first, then you take that. You don't put that off because you want to get a number 9 first. You got to be able to strike while the iron is hot. Betis looking to take Anthony on loan for another season. Rashford's going on loan to Barca. Garnacho potentially going to be sold. Sancho's going to cost us to get rid of him, and Malacia, who knows? Well, see, the thing about Garnacho is if you sell Garnacho for 40 million, it's like 100 million. I think it was between 90 and 100 million, I think, because he's pure profit. So what you can get out of that sale alone on the books is absolutely fantastic, you know. But we've got to wait to see. Ben with the 32 months membership. Look at that. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. 2.5 years. Nearly 3 years of membership there. Absolute legend, Ben. Appreciate the support, my man. I've been putting up with you this long. There you go. You absolutely have. Anyone else wants to become an official channel member, guys, hit the join button underneath. You get some extra content. Do you know, it annoyed me so much. So I was planning on doing classic watch-alongs for the members only video. And I had the first one done. I had it all edited. It was lovely. I was really happy with it. It was the Juventus 2, Manchester United 3 game in the second leg of the Champions League semi-final in '99. And I went to upload it onto YouTube, and it said, you are not allowed to show this because it's copyrighted material. And they automatically deleted it on me. So we're going to have to come up with something else for any suggestions, guys, for members. If you want any extra content, please do let us know. Look, obviously with the pre-recorded videos on a Tuesday and Thursday, you get them earlier than everybody else. You obviously have the opportunity to come on the match reaction videos with us or onto the podcast with us if you want. And but yeah, if you do have any other suggestions, do let me know, and I'll absolutely try and help. Dylan says, heard Rashford going to Barcelona, loan to buy. Not happy about that. We need cash. Cunha to bag his first United goal today. Diego Leon to shine. A nice showing from the young lads, and I'd be a very happy man. Well, wouldn't we all, David? Let's hope you're right, my man. Let's hope you're right. Darren says, need a number 9, but not a DCL. Sorry, I have the hiccups here. I have to drink a load of water. Wonder if it's true that Villa want Garnacho. Well, we'll see. Desi, thank you for the 17 months. Absolute legend. I'm only a reserve compared to you, Ben. Says Desi. Appreciate it, man. Nonetheless, absolute legends, guys. Thanks for the support. Do you know what we'll do? We'll get the ball rolling here. So we will. We'll get the ball rolling here, and we'll get a couple of... Let's get the ball rolling with a couple of gifted memberships. Shall we? Let's get the season off to a good start, right? Let's get some gifted memberships in the chat here. 5 gifted memberships there for anybody who's lucky enough to get them. Abdullah, Nick, Anna, Andy, and Ben. There we go. Welcome to the Members Club, guys. Absolute legends. Welcome to the Members Club. Let's get a shout out to all the new members in the chat as well, guys. Happy days. Happy days. Happy days. Great to see so many people in as well. Do hit that subscribe button. Teams are in the tunnel now, on the way out, and we're nearly ready to go here. So stick with us, guys. We're going to be here for the entirety of the game. I hope you enjoy it as much as I'm going to, because I'm going to enjoy it. So I am. Yeah. Happy days. Let's see, what are we saying in the chat here? Let's see. Well done, Ben Dunn, says David. Love your gyms. That's the job, Jack. Mr. Positivity strikes again. Love it. Has to be done, guys. LFC Adam says, Pat LFC says, best of luck in the new season. You will need it. I couldn't give a toss what Pat LFC says, to be quite honest with you. Ben says, welcome new members. Ree says, opinion on the Leeds away kit. I don't know what to think about it. I don't like anything that Leeds do or have or wear. So yeah, there we go. And that will never change. That will never change. Lads, I joined I have to show you as well, right? I joined a very exclusive club today and bought my first pair of Crocs. They are so comfortable. They are so comfortable. It's not even funny. Have them in sport mode at the moment, so yeah, they're so comfortable. I joined the crew. I became one of them people. So I did. But But yeah, ready to rock and roll here, guys. Teams are out on the pitch, nearly ready to rock. We'll get one more ad to get out of the way here, guys. So if it does come up, just hit that skip button. But stick with us. Stick with us. We're nearly ready to go here. Let's see. LFC says, don't be like that. It's only a bit of banter. I know, I'm right back at you. Bit of banter as well. But happy days. Just don't wreck me head and I'll be fine. And you won't get blocked. And that's why Pat got blocked, because he was a wrecked ahead. Now, yeah, a lot of substitutes on the bench. We're going to see a complete change of 11, I would say, at half time. So let's enjoy Mateus Cunha's first 45 minutes, I'd say, guys, and Diego Leon here as well. But yeah, brilliant stuff. Buzzing. United are back. I've never worn them myself. Are they worth it? Adam, get a pair. Just get a pair. Don't need any fluffy insoles or anything on them. Just get a standard pair. They're €40 down in Sports Direct at the moment. Just get a pair. You will never take them off. Ever. Around the house, I'm going to wear them into town. You can wear them on holidays. You can wear them in the shower if you want. You know, if you're going to the gym or whatever the case may be. Oh, get a pair. D is in, says back to normality. Thank fuck. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now let me get my phone on charge here. Might go live on TikTok, will we? Or do you know what we might do? We'll go live on Instagram here, maybe. Might go live on Instagram. I haven't gone live on Instagram before. Let's do it. But great to see so many people in, guys. Like I said, if you haven't done so already, do hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button as well. It helps the channel out an awful lot. But yeah, happy days. Happy days. We've got a minute silence. I'm not sure what the minute silence is for, to be quite honest with you. But nonetheless, there is a minute silence here. Probably should have listened to what it was, to be honest. But yeah, we're live over on YouTube as well, guys. Anybody on Instagram that's joining us, get the full experience over on YouTube. Link is on the homepage. Come on over, scoreboard, timer, starting 11, all on the screen. Jump across to YouTube if you wish to do so. Like I said, link is on the homepage. But yeah, we're here for Manchester United versus Leeds, first pre-season game. And we're nearly ready to rock here. Minute silence is over and we're ready to kick off. So come on, the boys. Oh, yes, sorry. That minute silence was for Diogo Jota as well. And yeah, rest in peace, Diogo Jota. And Andre, his brother. Really sad times. Really sad times. But yeah, happy days. Welcome, everybody. Waiting on the referee now to blow his whistle. Again, I'm watching this through MUTV on stream, so maybe a minute or two behind other people. We've got the timer on the screen anyway, guys, and we are up and running. And we're up and running. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Like I said, anybody on TikTok, guys, get over to YouTube. We're live over there. Link is on my homepage. We've got all of the stats and scoreboards and timers and starting 11s and everything on the screen. So here's Mateus Cunha now, early touch for him. Nice little 1-2 there with Diego Leon, who wins the ball back. Good to see him. Good to see him starting with a bit of confidence. Dylan says, thoughts on the away kit? Yeah, it's grown on me a little bit. I like it a lot better than I do the Navy kit that we had last season. But I think the third kit is the one, really, isn't it? The black and yellow. That's the kit, really, isn't it? Great to see everybody on Instagram, guys. If you want to join us over on YouTube, we're live over there as well. Like I said, link is on my homepage. Come on over to YouTube, get involved in the live chat. We're reading out all the comments over there. Be good to see how Cunha moves and fits in, says D. Would absolutely love to batter this mob, especially up in Leeds. Dirty effers. Let's have a look now. Yeah, interesting to see the kickouts there by Inder, and just the shape we take. You have Mazraoui on the right of the three, Luke Shaw on the left, and they go wide to the edge of the box, the corners of the boxes, and it's the lick then that actually pushes up into the number 6 role, just to kind of take a little bit of the pressure off. Binder goes long with that kick up to Cunha. Leeds clear their line. Casemiro's looking very lean, in fairness to him. Here's Leeds coming down the right hand side now, one-on-one with Luke Shaw on the edge of the box. Luke Shaw does well, stands up, blocks the cross, and it's a throw to Leeds. Good defending. Hi, what's going on? Are we starting the season as it means to go on with 2 babies coming in interrupting? You want to say hello to everybody?
Yes.
Come on in.
But look, I got them.
Oh, an umbrella. Come on up here and say hello to everybody. You coming up too, Har? Come on then. Now, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Say, come on United.
Come on, United.
You say, come on the Reds. Say, come on the Reds.
Come on, the Reds.
Harry, say, come on the Reds.
Come on, the Reds.
Good lad. Now, say bye everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Say bye everybody.
Bye.
Harry, say bye everybody.
Wait, I said bye.
Good lad. Right, we'll see you later.
See you later.
Now, great stuff.
Come on.
Bye guys. Do you want to come in and sit in my lap as well and say hello to everyone? No, I didn't think so. Here's Leeds breaking down the right hand side. Now they're in behind. Casemiro making up the ground. Oh, and it's cleared off the line by Mazraoui. Casemiro done really well to make up the ground and actually got a block on the cross.
Daddy, what's happening?
What?
What's happening?
Nothing. They're playing a soccer match. Right, go on you jog there.
What's happening?
Nothing. Go on. We'll see you later.
Come on. Let's go find your shoes. We're going to do the soccer.
Oh, lovely. Bye.
Come on, Harry. Come on. You're coming.
Jesus Christ, will you go on, will you?
Come on.
You're taking the piss now. Go on. Go.
No, you can't get Daddy's soccer ball.
Come on.
He wants your soccer ball.
I mean, you're not getting it. Go on. There's Yap Stam saying that. You can't be touching that.
Come on.
Because I don't want it.
Oh, no, Chloe. You knocked over your yogurt. Go on. Out you go. We may tidy that up now.
The United Family channel here. What?
Out you go.
Great to see so many people in. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new, guys. But yeah. 4.5 minutes gone here nearly, and Leeds with a couple of half chances. Nothing much for United yet, just settling into the game. Leeds in possession now, knocking it around quite comfortably. Little bit of a stray pass there. It's going to be a throw to United. Get your hands off that jersey. You'll be grounded for life. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, guys, anybody on Instagram, if you want to come over and join us on YouTube, we're live over there as well. The link is on my homepage. But yeah, appreciate all the support. What do we got here? Let's see. Dylan says, will Mbuemo be able to play in pre-season end of the month? Yeah, I would expect him to be on pre-season tour in America, to be honest with you, if we can get a deal done and dusted. Diego Leon now pressing right up on the end line of Leeds, pinning him in. Yeah, United do well with the pressure there. Bruno's going to mop it up. Casemiro now, kind of a stray pass. It was actually Mazraoui, sorry. The camera's very far away from the pitch. Let's see. My cousin was playing that charity match you played in and got stepped on by Stam and got the stud mark tattoo. Deadly. Deadly. Yeah, that was a very enjoyable day. It was a day that I will remember forever, because the back four was Clayton Blackmore, Jemba, Yap Stam, and me. It was fucking brilliant. So it was absolutely brilliant. But yeah, join us over on YouTube, guys. Dylan with the 4 months membership. He says, love the channel, Jack. Keep up the good work. Appreciate the support, my man. Absolute legend. 6.5 minutes gone here, guys. Leeds, it's quite comfortable in the game, to be honest, for them. They've had probably the majority of possession here. United haven't really settled into the game yet. Yeah, and it's kind of like when you're looking at a preseason game like we are, and sometimes it can be frustrating. You're going, oh, where's the intensity of the press? You know, we're not pressing with a lot of intensity here, but again, you do have to realise it's preseason, you know. Here's Leeds coming down the right-hand side now. Cross into the box. De Ligt is well positioned. Half clears. Bruno with a header. But Leeds keep it on the edge of United's box. Yeah, Cunha does well to win it. Lovely little step over and draws the foul. Good stuff there by Matheus Cunha. Nice bit of skill. Showing his quality. Mark says, I heard they were all excited to be playing in a back four with you before the match started. I mean, Yap Sam was asking me for pictures, you know. I do have the jersey signed by them all here as well. So that's the jersey. Was that my jersey? Yeah, that was my jersey. Got it signed by them all. I don't know who's who, to be honest with you, but and then I also got the match ball signed by them all as well. So Keith Gillespie, Brian McClare, Yap Stam, Jemba, Clayton Blackmore, Poborski was there, Karol Poborski. Yeah, good few. Enjoyable day. Gonna have to get it framed eventually, but yeah. What are we looking at? What are we saying here? Who you got winning the league next season? Hard to not say Liverpool. I think there's a lot of pressure on Liverpool this season. There was no pressure on them last year, and I think there's an awful lot more pressure on them this season. And I think if they don't go on and win the league after spending the money that they've spent, and they're obviously looking to bring in a striker as well. Now, look, I think if they bring in a striker like an Ekitike, and obviously Wirtz has come in for, you know, stupid money, if they live up to their potential, I think they will go on and win the league. I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal have a lot to say about it this year. And I know, look, they've been second and they're thereabouts for a few years now. I just think the signings that Arsenal have made have been very good. If they get Gyökeres over the line, Zubimendi's a great signing. They're looking at a couple of wingers then as well. Yeah, I think Arsenal could be right in the mix there again. United settling into the game a little bit more now. Bit of possession. Here's Mazraoui and the inside right. Goes out to Ahmad. Ahmad goes back and the first time cross comes in. Header away. Yeah, good header there by De Ligt to win possession back again. And United keep possession there with, was it Ahmad? Good play. Yeah, Cunha, very positive play again there by Matheus Cunha. Great to see. Ball played into him and he's instantly running at the Leeds midfield. Goes through two players and draws the foul again and gets United a free high up the pitch. Great positive play there by Cunha. What number will Mbeumo get? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Not sure. I'd like to see him get like a number 7 or something. I know you can't take it away from Mason Mount, but Noel is in. Hello from Portugal, you prick. Wirtz will be another Timo Werner. Oh, God, I hope so. You see Liverpool fans, you know, laughing at United for spending 65 million on Mbeumo. And, you know, they paid double the price for Wirtz, who scored less goals in an easier league. You know what I mean? There's big pressure on them this season. Big pressure. De Ligt is going to be crucial for us this season. I agree. Absolutely. Yep. I agree with you, D. Let's hope he can stay injury free. Here's Diego Leon in possession now. Yeah, Leeds do well to win the ball back. Yeah, United are growing into the game a little bit more here now. Leeds are kind of dropping their intensity levels a little bit here, and United are winning possession back a little bit more, which is good to see. Again, you'd hope maybe before half time that you could get a goal or two up, and because obviously we're going to have a brand new team at half time, and you would expect it to not be as strong, but then again, you never know. You would expect maybe Leeds to do the same thing as well. So yeah. Sorry now, my MUTV stream here is buffering. Buffer. Did it. But yeah, great to see people in on TikTok as well, guys, or on Instagram as well, guys. If you want to join us over on YouTube, we're live over there as well. We've got the full live experience over there. Link is on my homepage. Come on over, say hello, jump into the chat, hit the subscribe button, and get involved over on YouTube. But great to see so many people in. The numbers have been really, really good on YouTube so far today, which is great to see. Happy days. Yeah, that's a throw. Well done. Luke Shaw was tight. Fairness to him. Hamels says, well, this is Hamels on my second account. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining us again. Do you think it's Ugarte's time to shine this season, says Dylan? I've read a couple of reports. I was actually listening to a Portuguese podcast. Now, obviously in English, but it's English-speaking people who cover the Portuguese league, and we're talking about Ugarte at Sporting Lisbon, and they said that similarly when he came into Sporting, had kind of a hot and cold first season, but second season just absolutely took off. And there's been some reports to suggest that he could do the same thing again. I hope he does, because I think he's vital to how we want to play. Dylan with the super chat, appreciate it, my man. Will the pressure be on Amram this season? Thanks for the super chat. Let's get some love in the chat there for Dylan, guys. Of course there's going to be pressure on Ruben Amram. Absolutely there is. I think every manager and every player and when you play for Manchester United, there's pressure, and there has to be, and it has to be the way, because you demand quality, and you demand results and goals and good performances. So yeah, there is going to be pressure on him. Absolutely there is. Yeah. May keep an eye on Cunha walking. Listen, right, this whole Cunha walking thing, I don't give a toss if he walks for 89 minutes every game, as long as he scores in the 90th minute every game. It means nothing. If he's scoring, that's his job ultimately, It really is. Garrett says, I have to say, love Ugarte. He's very simple and straightforward, no frills football. I agree, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Right, we're having a bit of a fucking nightmare with the stream here, lads. Just give me a second here. Leeds have a free, but it's buffering on me, I'm afraid. Just give me a second. Not giving out. Oh yeah, I know you're not giving out, Jack. Yeah, 100%. But it's going to be interesting to see how he does, deal with that kind of stuff, and because walking at Wolves would probably be tolerated a little bit more than walking at Manchester United as well. You know what I mean? So it's and that's obvious. It's going to be interesting to see though. If we get through the summer window with only 2 signings, with no goalkeeper and no striker, then it can't be solely down to Amram. It has to be shared by those in charge too. And I, for one, have already turned on Ineos. I haven't turned on him. I think if we get a striker in the door between now and the end of the transfer window, I think it would be a relatively good window. I genuinely do. Great ball there by Casemiro. Oh, Ahmad, yes. Oh, yeah, hard luck. Really good work. My reasoning for that is, I said it before the start of the transfer window. People were talking about Onana needing to be replaced, and that's a priority. And I said from minute one, I said it's not the top priority. It's just not. Onana had, 5 errors leading to goals last season, for example. Okay, what's more important? Changing that and getting them 5 goals conceded out of your team, or bringing in 60 goals between 2 number 10s and a number 9. It's so clear that the forward line is what's most important, and getting goals into the team, that's what's important. That doesn't mean that changing the goalkeeper shouldn't be done. But I think if you're talking about Manchester United and maybe not having an unlimited budget this summer, which we absolutely don't, you've got to prioritise where the real issues are. And I think the real issues are goals. You could see it last year. We conceded 3 more goals than Aston Villa. That's all. They finished 9 places ahead of us. Now you tell me why. 3 goals is not the difference between 9 places. 3 goals conceded. The difference is they drastically outscored us, with the likes of Ollie Watkins, and John Duran was there, and whoever else. That's the reasoning. That's the reasoning behind it. Dylan says, who you got winning the All-Ireland? Cork. I think Cork will win tomorrow. And I hope they do, because I'm a Kilkenny man and I don't want to see Tipperary win it. Kevin says, how many more players do you think we will get? I could see another 2 signings being made. I mean, I still think there's an awful lot of time. We're only just past the halfway stage in the transfer window. I could easily see another 2 players being signed. I want one of them to be a striker, and if we could get maybe another number 6 in after that, maybe a goalkeeper, if the right option comes up, then yeah, happy days. 40 plus days to sign in Buemo. It's not looking promising though, is it, fella? There's not a lot of strikers left out there because Osimhen is a no-go. Well, Osimhen was never a go because he wouldn't lower his wages. Gyökeres always wanted Arsenal, so he was a no-go as well. So if you take all of these things into consideration, right? And let's look at it objectively here with Ineos and the delay, the 6 weeks. And the 6 weeks to sign in Buemo, I'm going to narrow that down to the 3 weeks between the second bid and the third bid. United put the offer on the table 3 weeks ago for the second bid, all right? And then they said, right, well, we're in no hurry here to rush it. Right, look, Mbuemo's got done. Hopefully, he will be going on the US tour. So he's missed 1 week of pre-season. That's all, because he only came back to pre-season with Brentford on Monday. So he would have only been coming back to Manchester United on Monday if we got the deal done 6 weeks ago. He's missed 1 week of pre-season. Ineos have 100% sat down with Ruben Amram and said, are you happy for us to pull the trigger and get him in for the US tour? Yes, that's when I want him. That's when the bulk of my work is going to be done. Brilliant. We've got time here. Then what happened was that Newcastle made a move for Vissa quite quickly. And Brentford made it clear that they weren't selling both. So that's when United had to make an improved bid, because they didn't want to miss out on Mbuemo totally. And then also, you know, an awful lot of people who don't like Ineos are not talking about the fact that we put the bid in, and within 24 hours we had it agreed. We sat down with Brentford and we got it done within 24 hours of the third bid going in. They sat down, they got it structured in terms of installments, in terms of the add-ons. All done within 24 hours. So there's a bit of credit there as well. I don't think Ineos are doing as bad a job as everybody is making out. I genuinely don't. I don't see what the big deal... Not what the big deal is. You obviously want your players in as soon as possible. That's a given. All right? But you've also got to be realistic as well. You know, United saw that nobody else was going to be coming in for Mbeumo, because he made it clear that he didn't want to sign for anybody else other than Manchester United. So that meant United could be patient and relaxed about it. If Spurs or Newcastle or, Everton or anybody else started, making moves for Mbeumo or, declared their interest in it, it would have sparked Manchester United to move quicker. Of course it would have. Just like the Visa to Newcastle happened, the same thing, and that's why United decided to put in a third bid, and when they did, they moved fast, and that's my outlook on it anyway. Noel says, latest from Ornstein, is Rashford is going on loan to Barcelona, fairly advanced, could be wages off the books, surely a striker comes in now. See, the thing about it is, Noel, I'm happy that Rashford is getting moved on quickly, but the problem is it's only an option to buy. It's not an obligation, which is a bit annoying. I think if we just get a striker, we'll be sorted this season, and we can worry about the defence and goalkeeper next season if we don't have the funds. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the Emi Martinez rumours that are coming in, about potentially moving to Manchester United. He made more mistakes in the league last year than Onana did. Now, is he a better goalkeeper? Maybe. But are you going to go out and spend 40 million on Emi Martinez when you need to get a number 9 in first? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm fucking buffering here. I'm miles behind. The joys of being back watching watch-alongs on fucking MUTV for pre-season. I don't know why Sky don't show these games. Just be up to date then as well. Oh, excuse me. Great to see people in on Instagram as well, guys. If you want to join us over on YouTube, we're live over there as well. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, the starting 11, all on the screen. The link is on my homepage. Come on over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, jump into the chat and say hello. Ten Hag got hammered 5-1 last night. I heard that. And was it an under 21 team or something like that? I heard. Garrett says Shaw's limping. That's him out for 6 months. He's fucking unbelievable, so he is. Mark says, to be honest, it was always going to be hard to get players in this season with us not. Yeah, and that's another thing, Mark. You make a great point. We've got 2 players in that have scored double figures in the Premier League last season. One of them has got 20 goals last season in the Premier League, right, for Brentford. And we've got both of them to sign for Manchester United, who finished 15th last season without European football. Are you telling me we're not getting good deals done? Fuck off, lads. You know what I mean? We're getting deals done. You've got to have some credit. You've got to give some credit to United for going and getting these players, given where we finished last year and given the fact that we've got no European football. We've got Matheus Cunha and Mbeumo in the door, and we could potentially get an Ollie Watkins or a Benjamin Sesko. I mean, lads, you can't be giving out about that, regardless of how long it takes to get these deals done. You know what I mean? Little bit of a water break here at the moment. Young Sauce is in. He says, morning, Jack. Good to see you, pal. Whereabouts in the world are you? It's only morning time for you. Let us know whereabouts in the world you are. Jack says, obligation meant F all with Sancho. It did. It certainly did. I think United have probably learnt their lesson. I don't know if that's a regular thing that goes on with obligations to buy, but it just goes to show how shit Jadon Sancho is when a club is willing to spend 5 million not to have you. As long as he stays injury-free, I think Mount will be very good. I agree, Kevin. And look, Ruben Amorim is a big fan of him as well. Let's get a little ad in here, guys, while the water break is going on. Just skip it if it's you. Ruben Amorim is a big fan of Mason Mount. And I agree. I think if Mason Mount can stay injury-free, I think he's got a big part to play under Ruben Amorim. Inevitably, I think he won't be a regular starter now that Cunha and Mbeumo are in them 2 number 10 positions, but nonetheless. Would rather Sesko over Watkins? I don't know, Daryl, to be honest with you. I think I would prefer Watkins over Sesko. Sesko is massive money. You're talking 80 or 90 million, and you're taking a big gamble again on an he's still a relatively unproven young striker. You know, I think Watkins is cheaper, and he's the safer option, I think. He's scored double figures in the Premier League the last 5 years or something. 4 or 5 years. And I know that means you would probably only get 2-3 seasons out of him. But if it means getting Manchester United back, scoring goals quickly, then I think I would go with. But again, look, that doesn't mean I would be disappointed with Sesko either. I think there's more risk with Sesko. Price tag and the fact that he's young and he's not Premier League proven. Would you be happy about Sesko? Sure, there's a reason Arsenal moved on. I think they probably moved on because of the price tag, I would say. I think that's probably the main reason why they moved on. I don't think we knew that Arteta was a big fan of him. But you've got Gyökeres, who's that little bit older. He's that experienced striker, and he's actually coming in for cheaper money than you would get Sesko for as well. Young Sauce says, I'm out in New Jersey. Oh, happy days, man. Happy days. New Jersey. Jersey. That could be an absolutely terrible accent. I'm sorry if it was shit, but anyway. Sorry. I won't do it again. Watkins is 30 this year. I know he is. But that doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't be going and trying to sign him. If you're looking to get goals, guaranteed goals into your team, maybe a 30-year-old for 2 or 3 years is what we need. I know he won't be 30 next year or the year after. But yeah, good battling there. Here's Bruno now. We haven't talked about the game an awful lot, haven't we not? We've been talking about other things, but yeah, there hasn't been an awful lot happening. It's a typical first preseason game, to be honest with you. Bit of back and forth. Not an awful lot happening. Players getting their touches in, getting up to speed. Go on, Cunha. Oh, ref! Send him off! He was just stretching for it. Do. I think Villa might buy Garnacho and will buy Watkins. 2 separate deals might help both teams massively on PSR. Absolutely. Well, the thing about that and all is you're spot on there about the 2 separate deals, because a lot of talk about swap deals going on with Garnacho, and I can't see it happening because Garnacho is pure profit, and if you use him in a swap deal, you're not getting that pure profit from him. So any deal for Garnacho needs to be separate from any new player coming in or whatever the case may be. That's absolutely vital, It started a conversation, says D. It certainly did, my man. Do you think Diego Leon could be better than Dorgu? Well, I don't really care, to be honest with you. I want guys who are good enough to play, and if it means Dorgu misses out and Diego Leon gets in, then brilliant. I'm all for it. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. So it doesn't. But yeah. Half an hour in here, guys. I don't know. Can we get stats on the game? I don't know if we can. Let's have a look here and see. My fucking stream on MUTV on stream is so shit. So it is. Oh my God. If I miss a goal. Where are we now? Come on, where's the friendlies? Where's the friendlies? Where is the friendlies? Have we got any friendlies? Game stopped here. Right, what have we got? We got club friendly games. There we go. There we go. Where's Man United? Man United, and we're never gonna stop. Ole, ole. Ole, ole. Right, here we go. We got some stats here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Statistics. 2 shots for United, none for Leeds. Leeds have had the majority of possession, 57%. Passes, 174 to United, 221 to Leeds. Lads, this fucking MUTV, what is going on here, eh? This is absolute bollocks. But anyway, great to have you all in, guys. Great to have you all in. I do appreciate you. Right, we're back up and running here. We're back up and running. Ref has restarted the game there after a quick stoppage. Is it me or is the quality of the stream bad? Says Young Sauce. Everything looks good on my end, man. Excellent connection. We've got audio. We've got no drop frames. Everything looks good here, pal. Must be the Wi-Fi out there in Jersey. I'm sorry, I won't do that again. Oh, from MUTV. Yeah, MUTV keeps buffering on me. So how I'm doing it is I've got a subscription to MUTV through my membership, through my season ticket. So I've got the Internet Explorer on my TV, and it just keeps bloody buffering. I would have been better off getting a bloody dodgy box. What? But yeah. What do we got here? What are we saying in the chat? Yeah, but look, it's been a typical pre-season game, first pre-season game back, really, hasn't it? It's been a little bit lackluster. Cheetah Obi just had a shot there a moment ago as well, which was saved. The dodgy box isn't doing great either, says Party Pooper. Must be struggling. Let's see, what are we saying here? What about your chosen favourite? Give us a verse of that, Jack. What's that? I don't know what that means. Dorgo's not a bad player, just needs to stop taking shots, says Daryl. Dylan says, Bruno playing attacking mid. Is this just a one-off? Yeah, I would probably expect Bruno to play deeper once Mbuemo comes in. Yeah, absolutely. Do you think United should have sold Bruno for 100 million? No. No. Bruno Fernandes is the best midfielder in his position in terms of goals and assists in Europe. No one beats him. So yeah, I want him in my team. Supposed to be watching Watchalong. Turns out I'm watching Jersey Shore, says T. Shaw looks well off the pace. Nothing new there. Shaw hasn't been on the pace in years. Yeah, there we go. Now, oh my God, I'm getting a fucking internet error here now as well. My God. I think it's actually my internet. my God, my internet is gone. My internet is gone. Give me a second. Well, it's gone on the telly anyway. Just give me a second. I'm going to unplug it. Oh, the joys have been back for pre-season. Come on, yeah. Now, come on, fuck. Come on. You can go your own way. Right, we're set up, right. Internet is back. It just needed to be, the telly needed to be plugged out and plugged back in, I think. That's all. Anyone on Instagram, guys, if you want to join us over on YouTube, we're live over there as well. Link is on my homepage. Come on over, get involved over on YouTube. You can go your own way. United Road. It's growing on me a little bit, D. It's growing on me a little bit, that song. To the place I belong. No, I can't. If Binder has a good pre-season, do you reckon Ineos will leave him in goal? Wait until Onana is fit again? No. Look, ultimately Binder is not good enough. You know, we can beat around the bush as much as we want. He's not good enough. And, oh shit, right, we need to get me earphones back connected here as well. Now that I've plugged out the TV. I'm falling out of here. It's all going wrong. Anyway, come on, boys. Want to see a goal here. Oh, stop buffering. Fucking buffering. Stay calm. Stay calm. Kevin says, glad to hear Bruno was probably the only player last season. I think we would have got relegated without him. Well, I tell you, it wouldn't have been good. It wouldn't have been good at all without Bruno Fernandes last season. He kept us in it for a long, long time, in fairness to him. Fuck me. Right, we're a little bit behind on the stream here, but it's working, so we'll leave it as is. Do you think Bruno? Do you think if Bruno left, Mbeumo would have chosen Newcastle? No, I don't think so. I don't see why that would have been an issue for him. You know, he wanted to play for Manchester United by all accounts, and yeah, that was the reasoning behind his move. So. And Mbeumo was quite clear that it was Manchester United or nobody for him this season. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Gotta say. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Just give me 1 second, guys. Right. Where do I go to watch the game? It's on MUTV, Chaz. MUTV only. Give me 1 second. I've got an extender here that I'm going to plug in. And we'll go from there. A bit all over the shop for the first stream, but this is what pre-season is all about, you know, ironing out the kinks. Subscribe. It's usually not this all over the place, I promise. But yeah. To Old Trafford. Right, United on the attack here. United on the attack. Right, lovely, lovely. Now, just don't buffer MUTV. I beg you. You seem a bit rusty when it comes to the watch-alongs. I tell you, lads. I'm trying to get everything set up here before I went live and all. I was just going, what the fuck? I can't remember what to do. Oh, lovely little ball. Obi, oh, just wide. Cunha's giving out to him to get out of his way. Cunha wanted the strike. Obi took it. Fucking right of it, Obi. You take it on, son. Get some of that confidence in you. It is Cunha's ball. It's fallen to him perfectly. And yeah, Obi wasn't too far away, in fairness to him. All right, little bit of communication. They're learning how to play with each other. He's only a kid. Leave him alone. Would have been a dream debut for Cunha. Will Bruno and Ugarte work next to each other? Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. And, you know, you're talking about Ruben Amorim having some big decisions to make. That is absolutely one of them, you know. That is absolutely one of them. Again, De Ligt is big and strong, well positioned. Yeah, it's good play there. Lovely first touch by Cunha. Oh no, it's Ahmad, sorry. Yeah, Ahmad is found. Hey, referee. Come on, ref! What the fucking... Leeds now coming down the right-hand side. Cheeto. Help him back. Cross now to the back post for Leeds. Yeah, offside. Diego Leon, well positioned. Well done. A couple of little half chances here in the latter stages of the first half here. But yeah, likes are flying up, guys. Let's try to get to 50 likes if we can. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. Helps the channel out an awful lot. Like I said, anybody on Instagram, if you want to come over to YouTube, or live over there reading out all of the comments. Link is on my homepage. Come on over. Loads of people in the chat over there. Come in and get involved. What have we got? Daryl says, awful decision by the referee. Clearly a push in the back. Yeah. Big switch now. Oh, lovely little reverse pass. Cross the box. Oh, hits the crossbar. Oh, Diego Leon then swipes that on the back post and it's a goal kick. Casemiro finding himself forward. Lovely little third man run. And the cross into the box takes a deflection. Goes over the keeper's head and just clips the crossbar. Diego Leon is at the back post. He tries to get it back across, but just miscues it and hits it out for a goal kick. And there we go, guys. That's half time. 0-0 so far. 0-0. Interesting to see now what we do at half time. Right, I suppose we might as well get a bag of potatoes. Yeah, we might as well get a bag of potatoes. Back in a second. One second. To the place I belong.
Because we were the best team in the league and we had the ball, and we're going to try when we can implement our style.
Yeah, and the style will change. We'll have, I suppose, different strengths and weaknesses now. But what is important is the players that you've got and the way that you play, you believe in.
Now, potato time. First potatoes of the season. Oh. Boring enough first half, wasn't it? But look, these things are to be expected for pre-season. I just made a note there, halfway through, that I thought Diego Leon looked neat and tidy. I was impressed with him. His positioning was good. Didn't give the ball away a lot. Was pressing high up the field. Chris is in. Yeah, he says the same. Diego Leon looked good. Little raw. Good enough to send Amas on loan. Yeah, well, look. We'll let's not jump to conclusions just yet, but absolutely. I don't say jump to conclusions, but you never know. I'd like to see Harry Amas get a goal. Similarly, and see. But I agree with you. Ultimately, one of them is going to have to go on loan. Yeah, I reckon we're going to get a full 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. I think all of the players that played the first half are actually currently doing sprints. So getting their fitness work in. Cunha shows how to go forward and not pass side to side. Absolutely, yeah. Very positive with a few of his runs there. Drawing fouls at the very least. And it's great to see. It's what we need more of in our team. You know, this bloody boring sideways passing and going backwards and recycling, retention, possession. A fucking lot of dirt. I think ultimately that's why you will see Cunha and Mbeumo success at Man United in whatever shape that is because of how they play. You know, they're attacking players. They want to go forward. And you need to get players like that in your team. ASMR says Ian, welcome to the channel, my man. I really need to empty my bin. It's full of potato packets. Big A is in the house. He says, long time no chat, Jack. Great to have the football back. Happy days. And Mbeumo deal over the line. All good. Good to see you again, pal. And welcome back. yeah, a bit of positivity the last couple of days, which is great. The Embuemo deal is looking close to being done, and he's going to go on the American tour, hopefully, and we're back playing football, and yeah, United suck you back in, don't they? Regardless of how poor of a season we had last year, they just suck you back in. Just when they thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Mark says, this is going to be the first season I'm not going to be delusional after the first Premier League game, and I think we'll win it. Well, if we go out and beat Arsenal 3-0, you come back to me and say that. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, you can't... it's hard not to be like that when you get a good start, but it's a tough start, nonetheless. Oh! Wait now. Okay. Breaking news. We've got big breaking news here from Fabrizio Romano. We had breaking news at the start, and we've got even bigger breaking news now. Let me show you. How do I show you? Where are we? Here we go. 1 second. Monya to death. Where are we? That was the breaking news by David Ornstein. We've got new breaking news. How do I zoom in? Oh, God, we're all over the shop. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Here we go from Fabrizio Romano. Verbal agreement in principle between all parties involved, with Barca planning for medical tests in the next few days. Loan deal with buy option. Details being finalised today. Then Man United will authorise his travel to Spain. We have got a here we go on... Oh, we've got a here we go on Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Look, it's good news. We've got to say, now look, ideally you want a loan with an obligation to buy, but it's a loan. Oh shit, sorry, 1 sec. Let me just change this up here. I'm all over the shop. What are we doing here? Let me do this. Let me do that. Is it? Come on. No, that one. There we go. Yeah, big breaking news. Big breaking news. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Here we go. Loan with an option to buy, not an obligation. It's good news nonetheless, guys. It's good news nonetheless that Marcus Rashford is moving on in a swift fashion, because I was quite convinced that Marcus Rashford, would drag on, and I only said it the other night that I thought he was going to be a Manchester United player at the start of the season, and thankfully I was wrong on that. But Marcus Rashford to... Look, let me just put that on the screen so you can read it. There you go. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Here we go. Verbal agreement in principle between all parties involved, with Barcelona planning for medical tests in the next days. Loan deal with buy option. Details being finalised today. The Man United will authorise his travel to Spain. So the details we're talking about here, you would suggest, are, percentage of salary covered and so on and so forth. And you would hope that Manchester United are getting are doing themselves a bit of justice here and getting Barcelona to cover the majority of it. But nonetheless, guys, it's huge breaking news. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Here we go. Huge news. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you think the loan with an option is a good move, or do you think it's just probably how desperate Manchester United are at the moment, maybe to move him on, or how willing they are to move him on? Yeah. D says, thank fuck, bye bye, see you later. Darryl says, hopefully Barca cover 60-70% of his salary. Yeah, I hope so. He'll start trying again now. Well, we mentioned this, Kevin, before the game kicked off, about what we want to see from Rashford in Barcelona. And, you know, any Manchester United fan with a brain in their head wants Marcus Rashford to go to Barcelona and do extremely well. Because if he does extremely well, they're going to want him permanently. And that also then means that we can look for a better price, you know? So it's good news. It's good news. It's not perfect news, but it's good news nonetheless. Rashford will sit in the bench for a while, says Chris. Not sure how he gets in for games. Yeah, I mean, like we said, you know, we were talking earlier about Rafinha is doing really, really well on that left-hand side. Some people were saying that Rafinha's moving into the centre. I don't know. I don't follow Barcelona enough, but the fact that he's gone is positive, you know. Covering most of his salary, are they not getting to the team, into that team ahead of Rafinha or Yamal? Well, Yamal plays on the right, really, doesn't he? Right. Just let me do a few things here for a minute, because we're live and I need to get some content put out here. Diddle-oo-doo. Oh, you fucker, yeah. Alright, there we go, lovely. But yeah, it's big news, guys. It's big news. It really, really is. Big, big news here around Marcus Rashford. And yeah, you know, where does this land in terms of Ineos getting quick deals done? You know, I won't say impressed, but I'm not disappointed with how they're dealing with this, because they've pulled the trigger quite quickly on it. Now, obviously, Barcelona have to be in the mix here as well, and you know, be agreeing to you know, to take him and want to take him. But I mean, it's not bad news, really, is it? Let me see here. You're getting an insight now into how I do my stuff over on Instagram. Oh, fuck yeah. Diddle-it-dit-dit. Right. Big news. Big news. What have we got? We got a few minutes to go. Right, well, do you know what I might do? No, fuck it, I'll leave it. I was going to do a TikTok on it, but sure, we're already live, aren't we? We're already live, yeah, but we'll leave it there, guys. Breaking news. Marcus Rashford is on his way out of Manchester United yet again. But anyway, back to the game. That's what's important here for now, isn't it? What are you saying? Get your comments in, guys. Let me know what you think. Hopefully he will and get rid of him, says Darryl. Big S says, what's your honest prediction on United this season, Jack? Well, as it stands, it's hard to give a full prediction, given the fact that the transfer window is not over. But as it stands with Cunha and Buemo and Diego Leon in... Alright, let me put it this way. I think if we get a striker in, I think we get somebody like Ollie Watkins or Benjamin Sesko in, I think the honest prediction has to be, and I think our goal has to be top 6. You know, to get back into European football, realistically. I don't think top 4 is reachable. I just don't. I would love if it was, and I hope I would love to. But when you're talking about a top 3, not in any particular order, of Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Chelsea are going to be in the mix. Villa are going to be there. Newcastle are going to be. And I'm talking about top 6 here now. Villa, Newcastle. You know, Spurs. I don't know about Spurs, to be honest with you. I don't see them. Can you see them leapfrogging all the way up to top 6? I don't know. So yeah, top 6 has to be the goal. Top 6 has to be the goal. It really does. So yeah. Do you know what? Let me take... No, I can't, can I? Right, we're nearly ready to start the second half here anyway, guys. Big changes. I don't know who. There's been some. I think all 11 have been changed. So look, I don't know if I'd bother change the. But yeah, I think I heard the commentator saying there only 2 players retain their position, retain their place. Oh, Dan James. Roy Hyland is in up front. Mason Mount is in. Ugarte is in. Delo is in. Maguire is in. Heaven is in. Yarrow is in. So yeah, I think maybe it's a full 11, maybe, or has Binder kept his place, maybe. Manu is in as well. So yeah, happy days. Big changes there for the second half. Have another pack of potatoes, says D. Nah, fuck that, man. Fuck that. Great to see people in on Instagram as well, guys. If you want to join us over on YouTube, we're live over there as well. Link is on my homepage. We've got scoreboard timer, breaking news, Marcus Rashford, all of that on the screen over there. So come on over and join us. I want to put in a... Let me see, can I do something here? I want to put in a breaking news banner on the bottom of the screen. Guys, apologies. Just bear with me for a minute. Just making a phone call here real quick. Nothing to worry about, but yeah, it's just it's a pressing matter here on my end. So yeah, just bear with me for a second. Sound. Now we're back. Apologies about that, guys. Just yeah, just had to deal with a quick phone call there. Quick bit of business. So yeah, we're back. Didn't miss much, did I? I'm watching it here anyway. You can hear me now, can you? I presume. Yeah, happy days. I see it there. I see you there. We're back. Laurie Whitwell has been speaking. He has said that Brian Mbeumo has been at Old Trafford today, so things moving fast. A lot of the media work, by the looks of things, have been getting done for Brian Mbeumo. Ben Jacobs has also been saying Wilfred Ndidi is expected to leave Leicester this summer. United have held talks and even discussed terms on the player side, but finding a number 9 is the next priority. Adding another midfielder may require an outgoing first. So there we go. On the phone to Rashford saying best of luck. Is that the Glazers calling you, telling you what the Rashford deal is? I just getting, yeah, it's Fabrizio giving me a buzz there. You know, just had a quick Zoom call there with Fabrizio and David Ornstein. That's all. But anyway, will you come on and score a goal, will you? Yeah, Harry Maguire well positioned there for the cross. Good stuff, Harry. Ooh, jelly tots. I don't know if you heard that. Leeds coming down the left-hand side now. United well positioned. Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely stuff by Leeds. They're in. Great save, Tom Heaton. Well done. Stayed on his feet. Great stuff. Good goalkeeping there by Tom Heaton. Should have been 1-0 to Leeds. Nice bit of work there on the right-hand side by him. Little bit of 1-2s. Yeah, it's really good. Hint of an offside, but Tom Heaton does well. Narrows the angle. Stays on his feet. Blocks the shot. Corner to Leeds. Corner swung in now. Oh, kind of pinballing around, and the strike is wide. United living dangerously here. Big old swinger, you big old swinger, yeah. Now, but yeah, pre-season, boring, ain't it? Cunha's off, Diego Leon is off. Highland. It's good, good counter-attack there by United. Delors plays in. Highland. It's not the greatest of passes, to be honest with you. He flicks it to the goalkeeper. Highland not happy with Delors about the pass. He has a point, in fairness. Cobby Mano now, little chop pass. Here's Dargu now. United pressing out into Highland. Yeah, I mean, tussling, loses it. First touch is crap. Is it last season or a new season? United doing well to win it back though. Oh, terrible pass out of Mason Mount. Leeds on the break now. Oh, lovely pass. He's surely offside. Tom Heaton again with a great save. Yeah, the offside flag goes up. Great save by Tom Heaton nonetheless. Yeah. Oh, terrible pass. Terrible pass. Oh, pre-season games, they just, they're either brilliant or they're crap, and this one is crap. Players are getting their feet, finding their feet, getting their touches back, building up their stamina, their fitness, their intensity levels, but they're not there at the moment. And it goes to show, like, I mean, you can do bits and pieces in the off-season and stay fit. Absolutely you can, but the intensity levels of playing games week in, week out is just unmatched, you know? Ah, Maguire drops the shoulder and leaves him for dirt. Yes, Harry. Hyland now finds himself wide left. Cross into the box. I think it was Dorg who was on the underlap. Oh, Dan James now with pace up against Aidan Heaven. Lovely defending. Get out of it, ref. Will you fuck off? How are you giving a free there? Not at all. Dan James. I like Dan James, though. It's probably the only Leeds player in history that, and Eric Cantona, that I've actually liked. Offside. Surely. Oh, another brilliant save by Tom Heaton. Oh, there was no offside or anything. What a brilliant save by Tom Heaton there. Tom Heaton's making a stake for this number one spot, and he's smiling. He knows he's having a good game. It's very tight. He looks offside though. What a brilliant save by Tom Heaton. I mean, I'd prefer Tom Heaton going in. If Onana's injured and we don't have another goalkeeper at the start of the season, I'd prefer Tom Heaton to be playing against Arsenal than Binder any day of the week. And I know Binder had a really good game against Arsenal last season, but he had a few fucking stinkers as well. Sorry guys, there was something wrong with my chat there. I haven't been seeing all of the new chats coming in. That's why I haven't been reading them. Apologies. Let's see. Rashi off the books now. Hopefully we get Sancho and Anthony and Garnacho gone too, says Dylan. Cunha on the ball again on his way to score. Bye-bye Rashford, says D. Party Pooper says Tom Heaton, our best keeper. He's fucking making a case for himself. There's the Celtic one up against Newcastle in their first pre-season game. This is exciting stuff, says Adam. I think Heaton should be starting. There we go. Young Sauce says, should have had Tom Heaton in the goal last season. Big save from Heaton again. Yeah, absolutely. He's been the highlight of the game so far, says Adam. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Sorry, I would have been reading them comments out as they came in, but for some reason it froze. I thought nobody was talking in the chat there for the last 10 minutes. Someone just put in a chat there, really, just so I just want to make sure that it hasn't froze again. Everybody put thumbs up in the chat, just so I know it's actually still working. Yes, Tom Heaton. Look at that bosh down. What a save. Right, we're getting thumbs up. Right, we're good. We're good. We good. We good, baby. We good. But anyway, free kick here to Manchester United. Opportunity just to pitch one in. Nice ball in. Nobody there to head it. And it's a goal kick. Hey, we're back. Subscribe if you're new, guys. Hit the like button as well if you haven't done so already. Chris with a 32 months membership. Absolute legend. Almost 3 years. Absolute legend, man. Really appreciate the support as always. 32 months. Brilliant. Fantastic. Appreciate it. Anyone else, guys, like I said before, if you want to become an official channel member, hit the join button down below. Extra benefits available. Like I said, if you want anything specific, now that it seems like I can't do these classic watch-alongs because of copyright infringement, if the members want any specific videos or anything like that, just let me know. Leeds now coming up. Yeah, good covering there by Aidan Heaven. Good defending there. Young Sausage Jack, is the Trident coming back with the new season? Paul is trying to get it back. Yeah, he's talking to a couple of people maybe coming on board. I'm certainly open to it. It hasn't been 100% confirmed yet. If it does start back, it'll be more online content rather than in the studio. You know, we've been talking maybe of doing one night a week or one podcast a month in the studio, and the rest through StreamYard or whatever the case may be. But yeah, he's working on getting some other content creators on with us. So we'll see. We'll see if it comes to fruition. Yeah, I'm open to doing it again, but we'll see. I think Nasty is out, and Joe is very busy. I think Joe is still interested in doing it, but he's started a new show with RTE in Ireland, the broadcaster here in Ireland. So he's going to be very busy. But look, we'll see. We'll see. I hope it starts back again. Dara says Highland starting off how we played last season. That's why I've been calling all summer that we need a striker. You know what I mean? Some people were saying, "Oh, but isn't Highland not going to be better now that you've got Cunha and Mbuemo?" It's just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, chances were created last season for him, loads, and he took very few of them. I will do it remotely, says Chris. I bet you would. Garte does well there now, gets it out to Dorgu. He puts a first time cross into the box. It's a bit long. Highland tries to head it back down, which he does. Leeds clear it. Yeah, United are back in possession with Kobbie Mainoo. Dorgu does well there again. Oh, it's just too many players around him. But yeah. Highland does really well, in fairness to him, to keep that header in, but ultimately there's nobody there. There's nobody there. Don't think that Mantato lad has touched the ball since he started. I haven't said his name once anyway. I haven't seen him on the ball. He's young though, isn't he? He's young. I think he's young anyway. I presume he's young. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Yeah, right there, folks, please. This is a pub, not a club. Yeah, I mean, Kobe Manu plays a really good ball into Mentato and carries on his run, but it's just a young lad now, a bit of naivety there, just checks back. Strike! Easy save. Ugarte there with a strike. Ah, Tom Heaton, cool as you like, son. Cool as you like. Greatest goalkeeper on the face of the planet, lads. I've said it. Been saying it for years. The great Tom Heaton bite. Tom Heat won. United making some more changes here. Yeah, we've got a bit of a water break here, guys. Take me home. Maguire off there for Fredrickson. 20 minutes for Maguire. If Amarim has no improvement over last season, do you think he'll be gone? Yeah, probably, yeah. We've got to improve on 15th. You know, but if we go to 10th, or let's say we go to 8th next season, what kind of 8th is it? You know, is it an 8th where it's been a massively competitive Premier League and we actually play some good football, then I think that could be okay. But if it's an 8th where, you know, no one is like Villa have a poor season and Brighton have a poor season and, you know, Newcastle have a poor season, but yet we still finished 8th. I think there's a lot of context that needs to be taken into where you finish as well. You know, you could finish 6th but have a really bad season because everyone else around you has been poor, you know, or you could finish 7th or 8th and actually have had a really good season. It can be tricky that way, you know. Handball, no. Leeds coming down the left-hand side here now. Oh, there's a big overlap on the inside. Yeah, there cuts inside. Strike. Yeah, good save again, Tom Heaton. Well done. Well done. Tom Heaton, lads. Tom Heaton. Been saying it. I've been saying it. So I have for a long time. How had Mantato played? I heard he's a great young talent. He hasn't done much now, in fairness, but you can tell by him he's small, he's young, he's slight. Hasn't done a lot. But yeah, look, I mean, it's all experience for him. Yeah, Aidan Heaven there with a lovely turn. He's got such great experience, or such great composure for a young player. There's the loan out, coming inside. Runners. Yeah, lovely ball. It's just a little bit long. Mason Mount will keep it in on the end line. Oh, Mason, he's got Dargu there that's coming in free for a strike. I mean, fucking decision making, lads. It's going to be Luke Shaw to swing it in here. Come on, boys. Let's give us a goal. Give us a goal. Header up. Ref has blown the whistle for something. It's a free out. Hey. It's boring, lads, ain't it? Jesus Christ. Dog. Be quiet. Jack Fletcher is on for Mantato. Hate putting down any United players, but Mount is like watching a really bad Poborski. He's got a make or break season in front of him. He really does. You're wearing the number 7. You're on decent money. You come in for 60 million. He's got a make or break season, in my opinion. And if he doesn't make it, we've got to move him on next year. I genuinely think so. But again, Ruben Amorim likes him. He does fit this system really well. Is he going to nail down a spot? Probably not. If Cunha and Mbuemo, put up the kind of numbers they put up last year, absolutely not, he won't. But again, he still could have a part to play. A nice ball there out of Ugarte. Here's Dargu. He goes down. Referee is not buying it. Dargu still has it in the box. Strike with his right foot. It's a good save and it's a corner. Well done, Dargu. Good stuff. Was it a foul? Nah, I don't think so. Your dog is after making my dog start barking. Here, boy. Corner swung in now. Oh, keeper's flapping at it. Anybody there? Don't let it bounce, Jack. Gets it back in, headed on. Comes to the back post. Mason Mount is there. Little chip back in. Oh, who was that coming in at the back? It was Jack Fletcher. Just a little bit too far ahead of him. Hit the like button, guys, if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Numbers have been good today, so they have. In fairness, we've had nearly 8,000 views, which is great. Hopefully that can keep for the season. Do 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 do. Here's DeLow now, a bit of space down the right hand side to get into. Cross into the box. Oh, you could see Highland making a good run across the front post. The cross is just behind him a little bit. He's struggling to angle his head back around to get it on target, but ultimately heads it high and wide. Oh, well done, Mount. Fletcher crosses it right into the keeper's hands. Couple of half chances the last few minutes, but nothing to write home about, really. Dargu's playing well, plenty of movement from him. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, it just goes to show what you get when there's some competition in your spot. I mean, you're talking about, I don't think Luke Shaw's a wing back. He just hasn't got the hamstrings for it. But you're talking about Diego Leon, Harry Amas and DeLow now. There's real competition for that position. And, you know, United, even last week, were linked with Estepinian, another left back. So, you know, I've always said that competition is the healthiest thing any squad can have. 100% agree, says Young Sauce. Keep up the good work, says Thomas. How's Manu going to fit in Amram's system? I don't know. I think he's probably going to play in one of the sixes, but will he nail down a position? I don't know. I would like to get him tied down. Did he sign that new contract in the end? I don't think he did. I'd like to get him tied down to a new deal. But again, it's a big season for him. But look, I mean, he's still young. I mean, if we get him tied down to a new 4 or 5 year deal, there's loads of time for him. There really is. And let him be a rotational player. He'd had a fantastic breakthrough and he does have the talent, but you got to be realistic with young players as well. They are going to be inconsistent, you know. Right, just over 5 minutes, guys, or 5 minutes on the button to go here. And we're out of here. Yeah, United, good shape, good pressing there. Forced Leeds into a mistake. Oh, come on, Dillo. You had 2 players down the line there. Decision making is a big thing now this season as well, you've got to say, you know. Like, even something as small as that, you know, 2 players making a run down the line and had maybe 3 or 4 yards. You don't do it, and then you throw it inside with 1 player when he's got 3 players around him. It's that bit of decision making that needs to improve as well. It really is. Ball back with Tom Heat 1 here. Yeah, Highland wrestling with centre backs. Oh, well done, Mount. Mount is actually playing well, lads, the last few minutes. Lovely cross in, and it's a corner. I think Mount is having a decent game on that inside left channel. So he is. He's getting involved an awful lot. He's getting in good areas. He's giving good passes. Lovely pass there, and yeah, Dargu puts it into a dangerous area, and United win the corner. Mason Mount now to swing it in. Highland heads it back across. Oh, wish crossbar. Gee, off the line. What? God, Munya. Fucking clearance. Oh, how did we not score? Great goalkeeping. Crossbar was hit. Bodies were put on the line. Ultimately, it's still 0-0. Would have been a great way to end the game. Let's see a replay, will we? Will we see a replay of it? Ball swung in. Highland heads it back across. It's Aidan Heaven, is it? No, it's Cobby Main who gets up initially and hits the crossbar. Then Aidan Heaven has a shot that's cleared off the line by the goalkeeper. And it's pinballing around, and yeah, it's cleared. Dylan, I'm not even reading that comment out because it's pre-season and I'm not starting the year off with such unnecessary negativity. Heaton probably made the best statement in this game. Yeah, I think Diego Leon played well. Also, Cunha was quiet. Couple of good positive runs that he drew fouls with, but no real opportunities. Early days, lads. First game of pre-season. Cobby Manu now in behind. Needs a bit of support. Gets it. Header back across. Strike! Oh, Cobby Manu takes a strike and it hit. Or was it Dargu takes a strike and it hits Highland. Mason Mount, you're always hitting that over. Wow. Highland was in the way there. Really good opportunity. Headed back across and Dargu just takes a strike. He hits it right into the bum of Highland. Anyway, into added time. Right, we've got some updates on Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. David Ornstein has reported that Barcelona are willing to pay all of his salary. That's huge. The buy option in Rashford's contract at Barcelona is also 30 million. All right, that's huge. That's huge. Barcelona set to pay the whole of Marcus Rashford's salary as part of a proposed transfer from Manchester United. Impending loan plus option includes 100% wage coverage. And somebody else then, not Ornstein, is reporting that the buy option is worth 30 million. Yeah, full salary is absolutely huge. That's absolutely huge. And that's really, really good negotiating out of Manchester United. It's really good negotiating out United. It's got to be said. I know ideally you want him to be gone on a permanent basis. Nobody is willing to do that. So, you know, getting the best deal you possibly can, I think United have done that. Huge. That's huge. But anyway, United had a chance while I was talking there and they blazed it over the bar. And it was Dorgu, who's actually getting into some good attacking positions, in fairness to him. Yeah, 3 minutes added on, so we've got about 30 seconds left here. That's usually very good work by United, says Big A. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's big news. Big news, so it is. Oh, a boring game. Oh, yes. And there we go, guys. Full-time whistle. First game of pre-season ends in a 0-0 draw between Manchester United and Leeds. Ultimately, look, I mean, a pre-season game. You know, a pre-season game nonetheless. But a typical... It was a typical pre-season game by Manchester United, or by any team really, you know, when you're talking about what to expect. You know, when we're breaking it down, look, clean sheet is absolutely fantastic, happy days. No real standouts. I mean, from the first half, obviously, I thought Diego Leon was neat and tidy. I thought he'd done some nice things, pressing high, didn't give away the ball much. Positionally, he was... I mean, they kind of... Leeds tried to exploit that, their right-hand side, our left wing back position a couple of times, but ultimately with no effect. So I thought it was decent from him. Konya looked very positive on the ball as well, which is always nice to see. You know, when you're getting on the ball, he's running at players and, you know, he's drawing fouls. It's something that we need to get more into into this team. Goals are absolutely vital though, guys, aren't they? And we can see that United are struggling even still to score goals. Never really looked like scoring, but ultimately there was some decent performance. I thought Mason Mount was decent in the second half there. Who else are we looking at? I thought Dorgu was decent as well. But look, guys, it's a good start for Manchester United. 0-0 draw. We're back. We're watching games. Manchester United are back again, and happy days. I will be back. What day is today? Today is Saturday, so I'll be back on Monday night with our new show at 9 o'clock. So make sure you're tuning in for that. And if you do like what you're seeing, smash a like in the video, subscribe if you're new. I hope you have a great evening, guys, and I will chat to you on Monday, unless we have breaking news between now and then. Happy days. Have a great evening. I'll talk to you soon. Take it easy.